Carts and Corpses, The Grocery Store Chronicles of Kelly Ripa. By a confused bystander in aisle 9. There's something oddly exhilarating about watching someone power walk through a Whole Foods like their life depends on it. And if you're in the tri-state area, there's a chance that blur of blonde hair darting past the almond butter is none other than Kelly Ripa, daytime TV royalty, cardio queen, and now, self-declared murder podcast aficionado. Yes, you heard that right. While most of us associate grocery shopping with painful indecision in front of the yogurt wall or a lazy podcast about kombucha fermentation, Kelly Ripa turns her routine grocery haul into a psychological thriller. "I don't know what it is," she confessed in a recent interview, her signature grin barely masking the intensity of her truth, "but nothing makes you move quicker through the frozen food aisle than hearing about someone who got chopped up and stuffed into a freezer." The internet chuckled. But Kelly wasn't joking. The murderous method. For Kelly, it started innocently enough. Like many of us, she fell down the rabbit hole of true crime during the podcast boom. It began with a light sprinkle of serial, a dash of my favorite murder, maybe a pinch of morbid. But then it spiraled. Now, it's a ritual. Every Tuesday and Friday morning, she dons her oversized sunglasses, grabs her reusable canvas bags because of course she's eco-conscious, and queues up a fresh episode of Crime Countdown or Sword and Scale. Her AirPods go in. The outside world fades. A narrator with a voice so soothing it's almost disturbing begins with, "On a quiet night in 1987. And just like that, Kelly Ripa is gone. Witnesses report her moving like a woman possessed, an almost balletic sprint between produce and pantry staples. It's like watching Jason Bourne if he were chasing a sale on avocados, one shopper said, visibly shaken after seeing her lunge toward a sale on Greek yogurt during the climax of an episode titled, The Suburban Strangler. "She grabbed that last box of granola like someone was going to strangle her if she didn't," another witness whispered, still clutching their shopping list with trembling hands. It was chilling. And inspiring. Why murder? You might ask. Why murder, Kelly? Why not cooking podcasts? Meditation? A nice audiobook about self-love? To that, Kelly responds with the kind of clarity only a murder-loving multitasker could offer. "Look, grocery shopping is a boring, necessary evil. But if I'm listening to a story about someone getting abducted in a parking lot, I move faster, I don't linger, I don't get distracted. I've saved so much money because I'm too scared to impulse buy cookies when someone's narrating a home invasion." It's efficient. It's dark. And according to Kelly, it's effective cardio. "You burn more calories," she says matter-of-factly. "Your heart rate goes up when they describe the crime scene. I've basically hacked grocery shopping into a hit workout." An unlikely trendsetter. Following her revelation, social media lit up. #murder and milk began trending on TikTok. Women everywhere were posting their own murder podcast-fueled hauls. Influencers created full-blown playlists titled, Stab and Grab, and Cereal and Cereal. Grocery stores began reporting a spike in customers wearing earbuds and clutching their carts like shields. Some stores, worried about liability, have even started issuing warnings. "Please be aware, listening to violent content may result in hasty shopping and minor cart collisions. Shop responsibly." Trader Joe's introduced a murder aisle for the Halloween season, where customers can shop among spooky displays while listening to curated true crime episodes on speakers. Sales of dark chocolate and red wine reportedly skyrocketed. Even therapists are taking note. Dr. Linda Hirsch, a behavioral psychologist specializing in consumer habits, explained the phenomenon. "There's a strange sense of control that comes with listening to chaos while performing a mundane task. It gives people the illusion of power. I'm buying apples, but I could totally survive this podcast's murder scenario. It's oddly empowering." Kelly agrees. "If I'm ever kidnapped in a parking lot, at least I'll have heard every possible outcome," she jokes. "I'm basically in training. Unintended consequences. But not everyone is thrilled." Mark Consuelos, her husband, reportedly tried to tag along once. "He made the mistake of asking what I was listening to," she said, eyes gleaming. 5 minutes later, he's clutching the rotisserie chicken like it's a weapon. Now, he shops alone. "They're kids. Unfazed. They grew up with me binging Dateline while doing laundry," Kelly shrugged. "If anything, they're weirdly calm during tense moments. Lola once asked if I had any duct tape while we were packing for a trip. I panicked. Turns out, She just wanted to label her chargers. The podcast picker. For those curious, Kelly doesn't just listen to any murder podcast. She curates her queue with the precision of a detective. I avoid the ones with too much humor, she said. I want grit. I want suspense. I want to feel like I'm being stalked in the produce section. Her current favorites. The Vanished, perfect for the dairy aisle. Something about missing persons and cheese just works. Crime Junkie, great pacing. I usually knock out produce, meat, and bakery before the second ad break. Case File, the narrator's voice could be describing tax fraud and I'd still feel like someone's behind me with a knife. She rotates based on mood and aisle. True crime is not just a genre, it's a lifestyle. A legacy of lemons and larceny. There's something poetically modern about Kelly Ripa, perky, polished, TV-hardened, scanning self-checkout while a podcast narrates a double homicide in the background. It's suburban chaos wrapped in Whole Foods chic. In a world that constantly demands efficiency, Kelly has cracked the code. She gets her groceries, her adrenaline, and her entertainment, all in under 45 minutes. And maybe, just maybe, she's onto something deeper. Maybe the real message isn't just about moving quicker. Maybe it's this: life is short. The world is wild. Buy the spinach. Fear the shadows. And whatever you do, don't forget your earbuds. Because if Kelly Ripa taught us anything, it's this: nothing gets you through a grocery store faster than the possibility of fictional death. And somehow, that's kind of beautiful.